Welcome back to the channel. My name is Blunder. I'm trying to reach 1500 elo on chess.com. Let's go ahead and get started with a 15-minute game, 10-second increment. I'm currently 1270 and my opponent is 1193. Let's start with, let's go with d4. All right, let's go knight to c3. And I think here the correct move is to play e4, but I think I'm still going to try to play the JOBAVA. Or I don't know if it's still called JOBAVA, but you can still play this. And we have the bishop here, but I think I can still go e3. And if the opponent wants to trade, then that's fine. All right, we're just going to take back. This is fine. Knight comes out. Now I can get my knight out. I can go bishop d3. Let's go with the knight first. All right, knight to d7. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the bishop on d3. There we go. h6. So he's stopping my knight from coming up here, but I wasn't really planning that. So thinking about castling here, or I can go queen to d2 and castle this way. I think this makes more sense here because I'll start guarding this pawn and it gives me the option to castle both ways. So I think I am going to go with queen d2. All right, and we have castles. So now I think I'm more likely to castle this way and see what I can do with the pawns and maybe getting the other rook over here. We got c6 played. Thinking about sending Harry here. Maybe rook to g1. What about knight e5? We would just get a trade here, maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking knight e5 looks decent. Let's go ahead and do that. Opponent takes. Wasn't expecting that, but I think that is good for us. All right, knight goes back to d7. So now I'm thinking about getting the rook to g1. Maybe just push g4. I think this would make sense. First, get the rook over there. This adds more pressure to the king. So I guess what I'm saying is I'm not sure whether this move or this move is better, because I guess I would like a rook here. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, now queen goes there, but I think I can do this. I guess in hindsight, maybe h4 would have been better to stop that queen from coming in, but opponent goes back. So now maybe we can do h4. Go ahead and do that. With f6, I don't think we'll be taking, but maybe we should play g4 now. All right, queen to f7. I think the opponent wants to take next, and then maybe it would be good to get a rook over here. Maybe f5. Try to get this trade, open up the file on the king. If I go f5, he can go here. Maybe g5 now. Here, 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 here. Honestly, maybe we should get a rook over here. Let's do that. All right, opponent takes. We can take here, open up the file. Queen takes, we can take back. Rook. I think we're fine here. Let's take here. Okay. If I take, he can take back. Maybe this is the move. We're going to end up trading rooks. But now maybe I can avoid it and push g5. Let's try that. Alright, we have g5. Now if I take here, you could take back. That opens this file. I think we do have to take. If I move forward and do this, I'm kind of blocking out this rook. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take. The queen takes. Okay. I should have thought of that. Don't want to lose my queen right now, but maybe it is the time. I mean, I have no choice. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Bring the rook up here. I feel like all my pieces are going to get traded off. Maybe just here. We got this guy, though. Here. Maybe here and push c4. Attack that pawn. Okay, we have this movement. What is going on here? I don't want to get my rook trapped. Let's go here. And let's probably try to get the rook behind the pawn. Yeah. He wants to trade off these pieces. I don't really have a choice here, I don't think. Maybe knight here, over here. Let's try that. Takes. Trying to get a knight here, or maybe back. Not too sure. This could pin the other rook. Okay. Push. If I go here, he could go over here, so maybe just push this pawn. Maybe even here. Push. Not yet. Push the pawn. We'll get a rook behind it. Let's get the rook behind the pawn. And maybe now b3, this. This is forking the pawns, so let's go ahead and jump in there now. We can get forked here, so let's not do that. We can probably do that by bringing our king closer. King here, knight here, rook there. If we get a push here, we'll have to trade off the knights. And we didn't get that though, so maybe now I can come in and target. Yeah, let's do this. Now, I think I can take the knight. Rook takes me, but then this is a fork. And so, let's keep the knight. Not really good at these pawn moves, so I definitely know I need to get better at them. If I go here, he can push. Then I can do this. So if I go here, he can take. I'll just take back. Okay, so let's go here. He does take, so we'll take. Can't really. Oh, why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? Told you I'm bad at these. We'll go here, grab this pawn. You can grab that. Totally messing up. My knight can still get there. Making it way harder than it needs to be. Per usual. Making sure I don't stalemate. Just gonna get it done this way. GG's. Alright, sorry you guys had to watch that horrible endgame. I'm definitely going to try to get better at those. I did end up getting an 82 accuracy. Opponent had 76.7. Played a 1800 game rating. I'm totally fine with this. Yeah, we got to play what we wanted to. It's good right there. Good pieces, good squares. I felt like the opening was a success. I honestly did thought he was going to go c5, but this was a miss. This was a miss because I should have moved the rook to g1, which is okay, crazy. I don't know. I felt like this is fine. If it isn't, let me know in the comments. Yeah, it wants that move g4, and I guess I need to learn, like, this is where I need to go, so why would you not push g4? But I wanted, I guess, backup first. I guess that's too slow. Because that happened, but that was also a mistake because I got to play this. I finally played g4. I shouldn't have reacted to the queen moving. I should have played g4. This was good. That actually was the best move. Interesting. Because it does open up this file, so... And that's interesting too. Hold on. Like, sorry. Oh, analysis is off. Okay. Weird. So it wanted me to go here, trade off here. because I just have all this going for me. Okay. So I brought in the rook, brought in the other rook. This is fine. They wanted me to hide up here. Seems kind of dangerous, but then I thought my rook was going to get trapped, so I started moving that. I still felt like this was all fine until we get to the pawn moves. This was great. I got to see this tactic, so I went for it. Okay, that was a good move. Take. Bringing that knight back was horrible. I would have just should have played that. Why didn't I? I don't know. I was freaking out. And then we had this little skirmish. Just using my king, walk around, grab the pawn. And then the rest is history, pretty much. Little technique here for you guys. And checkmate. I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.